Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. Well, I got a lot accomplished on today. I walked to the side of the house and remember the other day when all those dandelions were there? Well, 3,000 more had accumulated, so I got up most of the dandelions, and then I got the weeds on top of that, but I didn't finish because some were hidden, so I still have to go over and clean up a little bit more. But this is the amount of dandelions and weeds that I got. And let me show you the area real quick. Like I said, it's not complete, and some loose dandelions are still on the ground. I cleaned up around this, and I'm gonna clean up some more. I got tired, so I stopped, but I still have a few weeds and stuff to pull from around the barrels, but it was loaded. You can see all the holes in the ground. Those are from the dandelions that I did pull, but there's a few more in the back. I thought that they were on the other side of the fence, but they're on my side. After I pulled the weeds that were coming through the fence, that's when I discovered them. I'm also getting up the flowers that came back. I'm pulling them up by the bulb with the weed puller, and on tomorrow, I will be cleaning up that cardboard that's there, and I'm buying some more of this plastic, and I'm gonna tarp this whole area from the beginning of the fence, right there, all the way down. I'm gonna cut a little square right there so that that hosta can remain. I think it's cute. Okay, then I'm gonna come down all the way down this row and go all the way down the pathway if there's enough of the tarp. And basically, I know I will still get weeds, but it won't be anything like what I had to do today as far as pulling. And then this is already tarped off, but I need to fix that some more because, as you can see, there's some blank spots down there on the ground. I'm also going to tarp off over here. Although I have flowers there, I'm gonna go on and there's a dandelion cluster right there. I'm gonna go on and eliminate the flowers up against this thing, and I'm gonna just put some of that plastic down, and then that way they'll stay even right along the bed there. And then of course all that's getting painted later this summer. Okay, so that was it as far as everything. Oh, and I brought all my berry bushes, so I was able to put them in the wagon and drag them around. So I found out, well, let me sit down, but this is the blackberry bush. I just went on and stuck a trellis there. I have 3 big trellises, so I just stuck one of them there and spread the blackberry out. Blueberry doing real well. As you can see, it's full of blooms, and I have some blueberries on it. Raspberries doing good. It's about to bloom, so I think I'm going to get raspberries again this year. We shall see. And the blackberry and raspberry will stay out right where they're at. That's where I'm going to keep them. Okay, I brought the strawberries, the ones that are alive, and I brought the crowns. I looked at a video on last night on YouTube. I wanted to know how you fertilize everything that seems to not be doing well in my garden. This is my first time growing garlic the right way, so to speak. I've grown garlic one time before, and I did get some teeny tiny bulbs, but by no means did I fertilize or do anything. So I looked up, and they said you start fertilizing your garlic. Actually, I should have been starting a month ago, but you know, I didn't know. So, but I can do 2 in the month of May. So I'm gonna do a fertilization tomorrow, and nitrogen is a good fertilizer. So me throwing those grass clippings in there last week helped. No wonder they kind of took off. So I need some bone meal. That's all I need. So I need to buy some of that anyway. And that's one of my staple amendments. And that was already on the list to buy. So I'll make sure that I throw some bone meal in the garlic bed up front and out here. Okay, and I looked for the blackberry, come to find out, blackberries, they are acidic like the blueberry, just not as acidic. So I'm going to add some of the soil acidifier to the blackberries. And also blackberries take a 16 fertilizer. So I'm gonna find something that has a 16 on it or has good for blackberries. I'm thinking I'm gonna just buy some berry tone on tomorrow because that covers berries across the board. Berry tone, from what I saw with the strawberry video, is good for bringing strawberries back. I'm gonna pull up the crowns in the mother plants tomorrow, and if they still have roots, there is hope. So I need to just wake them up. So the video said sometimes they just need fertilizing and watering. So I watered them yesterday. I did prune those dead stems from the runners off of them on yesterday, and the middle part looks good. It's greened up and everything. In fact, let me see if I can aim in on it. This is one of the mother plants right here. I believe this is the white pine. See how there's some green in there? So I'm gonna dig it up tomorrow and I'm gonna re-amend the soil, put that berry tone in and see what I get. And then the same with the Ozark. I don't know about the Ozark. I don't see no green in that. But I'm gonna do that just to see. The other ones are growing good. I just wish I knew what variety, because if I knew they were white pine, I wouldn't even bother trying to buy another white pine. I just don't know what varieties survived over the winter. And then I have one in there too. So we shall see. Let's see. Then my other strawberries, I noticed some of the leaves are starting to yellow. And on the video, it said that if the leaves start to yellow, they need to be fertilized. And you're really not supposed to fertilize them while they're in bloom, but guess what? I'm doing it because I don't want the plant to mess around and die on me before I even get strawberries. I'll just be careful. I'm putting some of that berry tone in there. And then I need 10-10-10, which I already knew, for the grapevines. And now is the time to do those while they're in bloom before they take off. That one's starting to vine up and I don't see any grapes starting to form. So yeah, I'm gonna get with that real quick tomorrow. And so Menards, I checked Menards on online, and come to find out they have everything on my list, including the wood, everything cheaper than what it would cost at Home Depot. So I'm gonna just get everything that I need tomorrow at Menards, and I'll be spending a lot less. So I'm gonna be getting I decided I'm gonna get the door, and then I'm gonna look at the screens to see how wide they are. I've already measured, and if they're wide enough to fit 2 at a time, I can get 4 screens and it would cover all of the windows. You know, I'll just do 2 at a time and I will still get an airflow. And then I'll get the door, the magnetic screen door for the door, and I'm a zip tie these corners because that was for if I were to build my own door. And of course, JD did frame it out, and now I don't really need the frame because I'm doing the magnetic. So what I can do is just zip tie those to the pole easily so that they don't move. And then I can put my Velcro back around the pole. And then that'll hold it tight. So in the wintertime with the magnetic door, it'll just stay, this one will stay up all summer, front and back. And then when winter comes or fall comes, I can take the magnetic door down, pull these down for the winter, and then that's it. And that will save on that plastic door. And then if those plastic doors ever go out at some point, I can always get some regular draft plastic and cover the mesh door and just leave the magnetic door up for the winter. I'd rather not, but that's an option if that ever happens. But I think those doors will hold out for me because I won't be using them every day like I'm doing now, so they won't have the wear and tear. Now they'll get weather beaten at some point, but they still won't have the wear and tear, same as with the windows. Okay, so what's on the agenda next? What I've been doing is emptying out. I've emptied 3 crates thus far into my wagon because I'm about to amend. I always empty my crates every year. I inspect my bags to make sure there's no rips, tears, or wear. And so I bought the new bags this year. I was going to change them all out, but I'm like, these bags are in good shape. The ones that I've looked at thus far, they're in excellent shape. So I'm going to get another year out of them, you know, long as there's no problems with them. So my soil looks really good. You know, I amended it really well last year, and it looks really good. Now, this compost that I got the other day, I don't like how that looks. I put just a drop in there. I don't know, y'all. I might just go on and buy a bag of my own compost and pour this mess out. I can throw this somewhere else. I don't like how that looks, y'all. It looks like regular gravel dirt from the quarry somewhere. Look at it. It's not sticking or anything. And that's not how I'm used to compost looking. I'm telling y'all. And the compost I've gotten in the past, you know, looked a lot better than that. And the other day I said it smelled. So some of it is actual compost. That doesn't even have a smell to it. So I'm gonna look through all of it. Now this one looks a little bit better. That there, and let's see. The one in the bucket looks really good. Now I can deal with that. But that in the other one in the container and the one down there, they don't look good. So I may use the one in the buckets and leave the rest of them behind. This one, let's see how this feels right here. Gravel, same thing. I don't like how that feels, y'all. So if my thing is, when in doubt, throw it out. That's what they used to tell us when we worked in the plant. When in doubt, throw it out. Don't use it. So that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing. I can pour that into the well, should I pour it? Well, I can pour it into the garlic bed. It's not gonna hurt it one way or the other. It's just regular dirt. So I think I'm gonna just pour it into the bad ones into the garlic bed, and then I'll use the ones in the buckets for my amendment, because my soil's looking too good. So what I'm doing, the reason why I pour my soil out every year is that I like to run my hand through it. First of all, I look to see if there's any microbes, bugs. I found ants in one of the thing, and they all escaped, so that's good. I saw a few little centipedes and water bugs. Those are okay, so I just left them in there. And I like to pull like old roots, because sometimes you have roots at the bottom of the crate that's still there, little thin scraggly roots. I pull all that out, and my soil is looking really good. I did replace a lot of soil last year. I decided to purchase some soil when they had it on sale. I purchased Miracle Grow, or whatever they call it. That I forgot the name of it, but anyway, I purchased that soil last year, and it was pretty good soil. Then I mixed it with a bag of topsoil, and I mixed it with the compost that I had last year, which was good. And I mean, my plants did excellent. And the compost from last year, I'm repeating myself, but it looked a lot better than what's in that container right there. So I did that, and then I amended with my fertilizers, and my plants did very well. So I do that every single year. I always just dump out all my crates. So the wagon is full. I dumped 3 crates in, and I was leaving room to get some compost in there. But and I think I'm gonna just buy some tomorrow just to be on the safe side. And so that's what I'm gonna be doing for the next few days. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so if it rains, I cannot finish my modification. So I will start on that Saturday if it rains tomorrow. If it doesn't rain, then the first order of business is doing my modifications. But after that, then I will start with the strawberries, because I definitely want to redo those. I'm a replant all of them, actually, including the crowns, in some modified dirt. I'm gonna use that berry tone. I need to get the first thing is to get that the grapevines fertilized and ready, and then I'll work on the blackberry. I think the blueberry is okay, and I think that the raspberry is okay. I might add a little fertilizer to the raspberry, definitely the blackberry, The blueberry I fertilized back in March when the weather broke. I did the soil acidifier and I put a few other things in there I can't remember. So I did that already and I got blooms. So that lets me know that what I did worked. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Okay, so basically that's it for today. So I'm at a standstill now because I need to get some more compost. So I'll just get a big bag of it. And then of course, you know, I'm gonna smell it to make sure it's ready and everything. I like the brand they sell here. It's called Nature something. I forgot what it's called, but it's a nice, thick, rich compost that I love. I usually buy one bag. That's all I need, because I usually just take a cup. You know, I'll take one of my smaller cups and pour it in there, mix it in. That's all I really need. And then I amend it, you know, with my fertilizers, and that'll be it. And then after I do that, then I'll fill the crates back up. I'll get them stacked to where they're gonna be in here so that I can have room to walk through here. And then after I'm through with my dirt preparation or soil amendments, then I'll start moving the plants and getting them planted out. Starting with the ones there on the table, because they're not stressed, but then they are stressed. They're doing good in here, but they're ready. You can tell they're like begging me, come on, Q, get me planted. And I could have just thrown them into one of these crates, but no, I like to keep my regimen. They'll be okay. Yep. And if I lose them, I can afford to lose them, but I don't think I'll lose them. I mean, if one gets really, really super stressed, then, you know, I might consider, or as I fill these crates, you know, as soon as I get them filled, I wanted to do the strawberries first, but if the strawberries are doing okay, then I can go on and throw the tomatoes in, or, you know, something else in these crates first. Then that way they're on their way and they don't have to be moved again. Okay, so that's basically it for today. So today was just a little slow day where I piddled and putzed, but I'm starting to see progress back here in this backyard. And like I said, I'll be real busy this weekend, and I'll give y'all the tour tomorrow of Menards, because the garden center is now open, so you'll probably see a vast difference. I'll come on once I get to the garden center. I'm not going to film when I'm getting the wood and all that. That'll just be a wasted space. Just know I'll be getting the stuff on my list, and then once I get to the garden center, I will come on and let you all tour that, and you can see the prices and things like that. Oh, the other thing I did today, I got my umbrellas out, and I did run the water hose over the table to get the loose dirt off. So I'm gonna bring the Comet out. That'll be last. I'm gonna bring the Comet out, scrub all the tables with the Comet, and get them clean and ready. And then I'll get my pads washed, and then I'll get set up. But I did bring out the umbrellas, yep, so that they can be ready and set to go. Plus I needed to make a little bit of room in the shed. Okay, you guys, you wouldn't even think I cut yesterday and weed whacked. That stuff just comes right back. I mean, it looks okay, but I better hurry up and get that lawnmower fixed. So I'll be ordering the part tomorrow, and it'll be here Saturday. Okay, but look, see this dirt, this is some nice stuff right here. Look at that. This is some nice stuff. So I'm not gonna tarnish it with rocks, okay? Because all I see in that is rocks and sticks. Perhaps that's how homemade compost is supposed to look, but I don't know. If I don't trust it, I'm not gonna do it, you know? Yep, I work too hard with these plants. Okay, so I'm rambling now. We're at 19 minutes, so I'm gonna get off of here, and I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.